What's up, guys? Hope everybody's doing good, and here are my key takeaways from USA versus Canada showcase. Okay, guys, so first of all, I think I can't write all these notes down, but let's get it obvious. I think Canada's very good. They're one of the best teams, and they have NBA players, so they're a decent team. If you look at the teams from, afar in the world today, they're way better in comparison from the 90s that the US is having to face. So Canada is a very good team. So first of all, let's give them the respect. And they have NBA players such as Dillon Brooks. They had Jamal Murray. Who's that big from the Heat? I can't forget his name, but they also had him too. So they had a couple of NBA players. So they were good. So give them credit. First of all, if you saw the game, USA kind of started slow. The game was like a 4-1. Canada went on 7-1-0 run. So basically they were up 11-1. USA was really prone to turnovers. But guys, these people have not been playing with each other. They've only had 4 practices, so that's kind of obvious. The game kind of started slow for the USA, and then Steph would hit a 3 to kind of do it, and then the first set of guys would go to the bench, and then the second team would come in, and that kind of started the reinvigoration. Most responsible for this would be Jayson Tatum, but Ant. He's going to be a takeaway. I'll talk about it a little bit later, but it was really Ant and Jayson Tatum, and they kind of then went on suit, and then basically, and Anthony Davis was also a key factor in that too. But then after that, USA just kind of had its dominance. It kind of took over, if you will. Now, granted, they had more turnovers, but they took over. So ultimately, we ended up winning the game 86-72. And here are my really key takeaways from this game. Again, like I just said before, the emergence of Ant, also Tatum. Ant looked like he belonged there. The dude's 22. I believe he's the youngest person on the team, but he just wants to be there. He's hungry. It's almost like Kobe-esque. He wants it. So that kind of what he reminded me of. He's a dog. He wasn't, granted, it may sound bad, but he wasn't deferring to anybody. He wanted to shoot. He had 6 shots. He was one of the leading scorers. So he didn't, he assisted, I believe, 1 time. So, he wanted it. But also, Jayson Tatum was too. JT wanted that. He was a dog too. So he got to the rack too and hit some shots. So kind of like the second team and the younger guys, Jayson Tatum, and it kind of reminded me of like a Kobe and LeBron in a sense. Of 2012, remember, they're going back and forth and in a sense, and they just, we all know who the guy is for the second team. So that's what they kind of remind me of. Not that they're fighting, but it's just like that kind of like a little bit of friction or that little bit of intensity. So that was kind of cool. That was very interesting. I like that. But the young guys are playing very good. Second, so that's gonna be cool. Second key I took away from the game is defensive prowess. Both this team's NBA team. First of all, we have Jrue Holiday. He's one of the best defenders in the NBA. So we have him, but not just him. It seemed like everybody was really defensively prowess. LeBron in year 20, not to be 40 years old, he was running down blocks and blocking people. You know how he does. Even Steph was a little bit more defensively stout, especially Joel Embiid and AD in the paint. So I think that's going to be a really good advantage we have of going against, guys. So we're just really defensively stout, and kind of going along the lines where LeBron said, if they maintain their defensive intensity, I think, offense will come, but we can stay in a lot of games because if we stay defensively stout. And the NBA players showed that, so I think that was something very key and kind of cool to watch, and it's just like we almost look bigger than Canada. And we were. Now, is that gonna, manifest itself when we go to bigger schools? I said schools, dang it. When we go to play bigger competition, I don't know. I think France is kind of bigger. They have Wemby and Rudy Gobert. So, but other than that, and maybe Spain has some in Australia, but I just think we have a size advantage. Hopefully, we can utilize that. Most of the teams we're playing up coming next. That was really key to see. I think third last key that I saw was rebounding. I think the rebounding was insane, and I go back to AD and Joel Embiid. Even LeBron was a key factor in that. It's just we were out rebounding them. They kind of looked like we were more athletic. I know they were a good team. I know they played together, so they have more rhythm. But even though we didn't have as much rhythm, we had turned the ball over prone and all that stuff. We just seemed like the more athletic team. And just rebounding. AD was significant. He had a double-double. So, already in this first showcase. So it goes to show you, and again, Joel Embiid fouled out, but he was defensively stout too, and he had rebounds. And LeBron, again, I just said it again. I know it sounds repeated, but he's in year 20, about to be 40 years old, and he was rebounding. So it's just rebounding, and I think the dividends, I believe it was when I saw it last time, it was 17-33 in the first half. That's crazy to think about. So it's just we're getting second chance points points and opportunities because of our defense, because of our offensive prowess when it comes to rebounding. So I just think those are the three keys I took away from it. And yeah, but I mean, it was cool to watch. I mean, you know, see Steph, LeBron, and KD. You know, granted, KD didn't play, but to see LeBron and Steph on the same team, something we haven't really seen. I mean, that was so cool. They had a little live pass, and that was so cool. And they talked about that post game, but just see that was so cool. And you know, so see the older guys, you know, the ones that we've looked up to for so long, and then also see the emerging young guys, just as Halliburton. He assisted. He was going crazy with his assists, and he didn't score. You know, he missed some shots, but it's Halliburton. He's gonna figure that out. But then you saw Halliburton, but then go Ant and Jason Tatum. You know, the new heads, the new faces of the league coming up. So it was just cool to watch that. And I think this NBA team is fun and exciting. I think this is the best NBA team we've seen, USA team we've seen in a while. And so yeah, I mean, it's exciting, and you know, I wish them all the best. And you know, it's gonna be fun to watch this year. So yeah, those are my standpoints.